Let me say, let me guys show y'all this little thing from Blaze Media. This is why words have lost our meaning. Democrat Rep. Ayanna Pressley claims student debt is policy violence. Again, this came after this little news article right here from Forbes.com. Biden won't extend student loan relief and confirms student loan payments restart February 1st. Let's see exactly what she said about this. Democrat Representative Ayanna Pressley of Massachusetts thinks that student debt is policy violence, and that President Joe Biden should cancel people's student debt. Here's the thing about that, man. He ended up helping out some loans with the schools, but he didn't help out with the student loan debt. He said, "Okay, I'm going to help out the schools who have a lot of money owed back to them, but I'm not gonna help out the students." That's basically what this whole article is about from Forbes. And you know, Forbes is I'm pretty sure Forbes is a left wing website. Yeah, from this article also came from this article right here from 2.4 billion in student loan forgiveness for 38,000 borrowers is the pipeline, says Education Department. The Department of Education provided updated statistics on Friday for borrowers who have been approved for student loan forgiveness under a new expanded program that the Biden administration announced in October. As of today, we identified 38,000 borrowers who will receive 2.4 billion in loan forgiveness, said Education Secretary Miguel Cardona in a tweet on Friday, with more of the way. So, to point that out, here's this little quote from Ayanna Pressley. Quote: "Let's make it plain. Student debt is policy violence. It's policy violence." Okay, here's the thing. You knew exactly what you was getting into when you had to pay money for college, because first of all, education is not free. Education is not free. These teachers need some means in order to buy books, supplies, the right equipment in order to make some people's lives more better, more to get people more smarter, more in tune with some things that they need in order to move on in life, or the careers that they need, that they want. To claim that you guys are going to all these loan places, these student loan places, and then claiming that you paying all those loans back is not your problem, even though you borrow money in the first place. It just goes to show, like, some people's parents obviously didn't tell their children about borrowing money from loans, from loan sharks and all that stuff, because people want their money back. Like, if student loan forgiveness was a mob, like an actual mob, a violence, then a lot of these students would have had their freaking knees broke, their arms broke, they had bust into. But apparently, this whole student loan forgiveness, if you know, people borrow money, the government is just going to come in and just handle all that for them, even though they put themselves in that situation. Again, I don't see how that's even like, you know, smart, or even that's even common sense. Let's make it student loan forgiveness is policy violence. We'll keep fighting to relieve families across the country, to make sure our policies and budgets reflect their lived experiences, and that we build the grassroots movement to, quote, cancel student debt together, Presley tweeted. In another tweet, she said that student debt crisis is multiracial and multi-generational, and a racial, gender, and economic justice issue. She declared that the president can and must cancel student debt. No, they can't. I don't care if it's a he or she. No, they can't. They cannot do that. So what's that going to say about the schools who are owed all this money back? What's that say about them? They put in all this work. They put in all these supplies, all these books, all these programs, all these classes and all that stuff. And y'all saying that the people who borrow money in order to attend those classes, they ain't gotta borrow none of that back. They ain't gotta pay none of that back. Like who actually believes in this crap? If you borrow money from a freaking bank, you gotta pay that back. Otherwise, they can take all your property away from you. No ifs, ands, buts about it. You ain't give us the money back that you borrowed. You gotta face the consequences. This is why I say, like, college. If a lot of people just jump into it, they just jump into college. They don't actually know what they want to do with their life. This is why I never went to college. I'm not saying, like, some colleges are not important, because education is important. But if you don't actually know what you're gonna be doing in the future, and you just jump into it, then you're putting yourself in a situation where you're borrowing $50,000 of student loans, and you might not end up being in that same place where you are taking all these classes for, like teaching, car mechanic, freaking gender studies. For real, that's the most useless fucking class I ever fucking heard. Gender studies. Like I said, man, if you don't know the difference between a penis and a vagina, there's something wrong with you. All right. This whole student loan forgiveness, man, it's a stupid ass movement. It really is. And you got so many. Here's the thing. You got so many teens. You got so many people out here, 18 years old or in their 30s, borrowing money, and they have no idea what they do in their life. What's their main purpose in life? Again, and the most funny thing about it is that a lot of people switch their main classes. They switch it like they do like one class for 1 year, then all of a sudden they want to do another class, and then they now more in depth. I find this hilarious. I really do. You switching primary classes, but then you act like that you won't end up paying more money because of it. See, this is why I said, man, this is why a lot of parents fail when it comes to trying to convince their children, saying, like, yo, make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you know what you want to do. Make sure that if you're going to school for this one certificate, this certain diploma, make sure that it's the diploma or the certificate that you want to be for the rest of your life. If you changing classes like 6 months, like not even a whole year, like 6 months in, claiming that it's not something that you find out that you want to do, then that's more money that you got to pay back. This is common freaking sense. This is common sense. It really is. It's common sense.